I remember working on the Sunday. Now, I don't know where the hell I was on the Saturday because I had no knowledge of it. I rock up to work Sunday morning, go get my gear. I walk around to the equipment thing, get my equipment. And the guy on the watch house or the equipment register says, "Oh, you're going up to Kinglake." And I'm like, well, what would I go there for? Because of the fires. And I was just, I had no knowledge at all, none. I'm like, oh. And then, you turn the radio on, you turn any radio on, and that's all they're talking about. So, okay, we'll go to Kinglake. There must be, I know Kinglake well because I ride my motorbike around there. So there were 1,000,001 coppers up there. Whittlesea Police Station, which is, not much bigger than a house, was just overrun with coppers. The next thing I think that I'll always remember is they just kept coming up with, I don't know if it's estimates or whatever, but of death toll numbers. And I don't even remember where that, it's obviously the police radio because I wasn't listening to 3AW,
yeah.
But I'm hearing, 42, and these weren't, 1, 3, these are big numbers. 40, 50, I think they were up to about, 65, and as every 10 minutes it's going up, who's getting these numbers? But it was massive. I don't know, it's a bushfire, but Jesus, this was bad.
Yeah.
And it was just chaos. I think one of the first things we were tasked to do was at the foot of, at the outskirt of Whittlesea, you go up a hill essentially because Kinglake's on a hill. I think. The coppers were set up there to not let anyone through. This was an area of massively high emotion. But we got told, don't let anyone up there because if they go up there, there's a good chance they're not coming back.
Yeah, exactly.
So we had a good justification in our own heads. You can't go in. And so people are coming down, but heaps of people wanted to come in. And I remember we're putting police cars nose to nose across the street. And we were even scared. All these guys have got big, massive four-wheel drives and utes and trucks. And they're just someone's going to barrel through us. Because we'd have people come up, frantic. I've got to get up there. A lot of it was for livestock. And I'm, naive. I didn't realise this is their livelihood, this is their whole life, this is their family, their horses, their sheep, whatever. I've got to get up there, I've got livestock, I've got to get up there. Even it might be my next door neighbour's up there. And I'm going, you can't. Whereas these people my neighbour's going to die up there, or all my horses are going to die. Horse people and their attachment is like another human.
It's very strong.
And not that I had no sympathy for him, but it was just I've got it, I've been told. And what happens if they go up there and they burn to death? I had a reason to go up there on the Sunday to Kinglake. And I went up there and I've never, I can't explain, it was, they say an apocalypse, you see, and I refer stuff to the TV, when you see movies where World War III's happened, or the what do you call them? The zombies are about to come out and kill everyone. There's smoke, a few fires here and there, smoke, everything's black. Everything was black. Everything was, the air, it didn't just smell of smoke, it was.
Yeah. It
was smoke, it was ash, it was like you could swim through it. It was terrible. But I remember going up the hill and it was borderline scary. It was quiet.
Quiet as.
And it stunk of smoke and everything was grey and black.
Yeah.
And I drove up that hill in this, shiny car. And I'm doing this because there were trees crashed on the road, like trees that stood on their side a metre high.
Yeah.
So, and the car, a big four-wheel drive smashed into it. And you're like, any other time, how can you not see a tree? Cars tipped over on embankments because they've obviously been driving blind. They cannot see anything in front. That was before I got there, obviously, while the fires were still going in that spot. I saw a dead horse on the ground and that, I'll never forget that. But just weaving in and out of this traffic was like some type of video game. Like you watch out for the tree, watch out for the smashed car, watch out for the, and everything I drove past was burnt out. Like not burnt,
Burnt.
destroyed, gutted. And this is halfway up a hill. There's no refuge. There's no shops. There's no, little, I don't know, building you can go into. So I'm like, they're in there. They're in that car.
Yeah.
But they got burnt to ash. And I'm glad I didn't see a skeleton in there or anything. But to know that, like, I have no doubt at all that I saw, if all those ashes glowed pink for a person, they would have been everywhere. I would have driven over some of them probably. It was fucking scary. The sad thing was, people start looting.
Yes.
It's disgraceful, right? So I remember once, me and Jezza, we went up, because it was a night shift, so we're two up. We go up, we get sent to this street, off another street that's off another street in the middle of nowhere. And the country at night is dark. No street lights.
Yep.
Nothing. So we're sitting there, and we knew we were there. We're never going to get... We were there to stop any potential looters, because maybe we were protecting 6 houses. So we brought like an iPad or something. We were watching a movie, midnight, just sitting there, pitch black. Only lights coming from a bit of a screen or whatever. And I'll never forget, these trees, how massive these trees were. Me and Jezza are sitting there, and you just hear, boom! Tree hits the ground, big tree. But who knows where? I don't know if it was 10 metres away, I don't know if it was 100 metres away. But it was loud. And we just look at each other going, one of these things hit the car, we're both finished.
Gone.
We are just and we're surrounded by trees. We're just surrounded by burnt stuff. You look up, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there. I don't know where the last one fell. So yeah, it wasn't about us, but it was scary. It was a scary place to be.
Yeah.
It wasn't like anything we've ever done before.
No, I agree. It was one off. It was one of a kind.
Am I broken, or am I just sick? Have you spoken to anyone about it? Lonely from the fighting. Are you broken?